How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of mystery beers. Yes, mystery beers. How I love thee. This one comes courtesy of Steven L. from up there in Connecticut way. He sent me off a box of Massachusetts and Connecticut hopeful deliciousness, and this was in there, along with another one. Already did that one. This is number 2. Let's get down and dirty, see what she's all about. Mystery beers. They are beers that people wrap up like these, so I have no idea what they are. I pour them, I talk about them, you know, what's in the beer, whether I like it, yada, yada, yada. And then we do the grand unveil and see if I'm close and what I have to say as far as style, you know, what kind of beer it is, all the bits and pieces, all that fun stuff. So what do we have? First off here, it just looks like a big old hazy, rich orange core. A little bit of kind of soft cataract edges to her. Nice creamy head. A little bit of the gravity-defying cream in a super tight compact bubble. So, I mean, it just looks... If it's not a hazy, it's just going to be some kind of crazy saison or something like that. But we're talking about, you know, a mystery beer come from up north there in the old New England area. So chances are she's a big old hazy. So off to a very hoppy start. Let's see if she has a nose. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she smells like one of those kind of drop out all bitterness kind of New England style hazies. Well, a little bit just a little bit of perceptual kind of greenness on there. Everything is just soft. Not soft. Why am I saying soft? Big, huge, juicy fruitiness. You're getting your big kind of mangoes, your tropical fruits, your the papayas. What else? What else do you want to throw out there? You want to throw out oranges? You want to throw out peaches? Sure, it's your gamut. Fruit medley, New England style IPA. Smells familiar. With that soft, ever so soft light green on kind of the other end. It's sweet, not all that bittering. Done and done. Let's dive in, see what she's all about. Cheers. Okay. It's really OJ rindy, OJ pithy. There's something else going on there, though. Definitely has a bittering component that I didn't think was going to be there based off of the nose. Yeah, it's that's unique. It's not so much that it's OJ. It's more like kumquat juice or like even just like a variant of an orange, like a nectarine or something like that, or a tangerine. Sorry, in that it has like a it has this kind of brightness to a little bit more of a pop, a little bit more of a smaller fruit, not, you know, big, juicy, huge orange from Florida or something like that. Something a little tighter fruit-wise, a little bit clementine kind of vibes, to where that kind of OJ sweetness is a little bit tighter, a little bit more kind of pronounced, but there's a big pithy component to it, and I think there's something else going on in this. I'm really not kind of dialing in on. Could be a carbonation thing, could be a yeast thing. I think it's more of a carbonation thing. Yeast-wise, I mean, people are going to sit there and kind of clamor on about this, that, and the other thing when it comes to yeast and these big old hazies. They're pretty much using like a variant of like 2 different yeasts, so they pretty much play all the same, unless you have a specific kind of, you know, hopped up saison or something like that. They're all pretty much the same. So maybe it's just a carbonation thing, a soft carbonic acid kind of thing on top of those big, huge, small orange juice variant kind of vibes. And that's pretty much it. I said on the nose it was a familiar beer. On the taste, I don't know if I've had this before. Getting that little bit of carbonic acid, I kind of go, okay, maybe we're dealing in that foam territory or maybe even sloopy territory, but very sloop-like. Let's put it that like. I'm getting very big sloop vibes off of it. But yeah, what is it? Let's talk about it. This is a hop medley. I started calling out hops on these. Not usually my gig, but hop medley of New England style IPA, 6.5% extra hopped. Done and done. I really don't think there's something else in there, but I think it might be a carbonation issue. That's it. That's all I got. I don't think it's one of the big boys, but I think it's one of those kind of been around for a while, sloop foamy kind of things going on. But it could be something totally different. It is Treehouse. How about that shit? See, I thought he was going to throw me for a loop one of these days because it's been a lot of like shelfies. He's been putting in these mystery beers, and there hasn't been a lot of Treehouse stuff going on. So this is Alter Ego. This is an American IPA, 6.8%. So I was pretty much dead on with the ABV. And you know, I've had Alter Ego before, not Alter Ego. This was canned 11/20. Weed the People, so they're going for that big weed phenolic on this, or weed note on it, I mean. And while you're getting, like I said, there's that kind of green component in the nose, but it was very off on the side. You do get that bittering, but it comes off way more pithy, way more orange-like to me than actual weed. Yeah, I would not have pegged this for a Treehouse beer. That being said, it's been a while since I've had some Treehouse stuff. Actually, that's a flat-out lie. I had one last night. It was from the package that Steven sent off. It's a review I did. By the time I post this, that'll be up. I believe it was their... Oh, shit. Which one was it? Sap. Super Sap. And I was kind of let down by that beer, and it's much the same here. I failed to talk about, do I really dig this beer? It's fine. It tasted to me more like a shelf hazy as opposed to kind of a wait in line kind of hazy. And it just had this kind of, like I said, that odd kind of carbonation thing, something missing there, something abrasive that you usually don't look for, especially in these New England style hazy IPAs that you're again, with this, it's a little bit older, so maybe that comes into play, but it tastes like they were going for the whole dropped out bitterness thing. Again, the whole weed component with this kind of Alter Ego thing, I don't think they're doing that. I think that maybe that's a time thing that happened, especially on the nose. But with that taste, it came off more pithy orange, and it just had this kind of missing component while having that little bit of abrasiveness to it that kind of just like made me definitely, I mean, I stated it, I said this, I don't think this is one of the big boys, but it is. So all in all, it's an okay beer. It's a fine beer. I mean, it gives me those hazy vibes, but doesn't give it anything outside of the ordinary, and definitely not something that, you know, I would have pegged as a Treehouse beer from the get. Time can change that, but you know, their production can also change it, and that's where I think this one kind of lies, is that it's just, you know, just a little bit different than what I remember Treehouse being. I know that's a mantra a lot of people have nowadays, but when you do it blind, there's really, you know, not much else you could say about it, to be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, there you go. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs that I've had as of late. No, IPAs, it's 6 and change. You know, it's you know, on the outside, on the edge. It's not outside, not in, right in the middle there. It's tasty, it's fine. I like those kind of bright orange kind of rindy vibes that it was giving me. But again, like, there was that abrasive thing that I think might be a carbonation thing that I've never gotten from Treehouse before. But that kept it out of being like an upper echelon, or even worthy of being in the conversation of an upper echelon beer. Valued availability, it's Treehouse. You wait in line for it, and you pay anywhere from like $2.50 to $4 a can, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like those kind of bright orange citrus notes in this, again, you're talking about a 2-3, almost 3-month-old Treehouse beer. It's 3 months old in the grand scheme of things? I don't think so, but you know, I don't know. Maybe this did change a little bit over time. I don't know. Somebody out there, if you think I'm way off or you got the same stuff, let me know. Especially if you've had one that's aged. Anyway, so there you go. Reviewing the books. Mystery beer. A little bit of herky-jerkiness. I don't know. I wasn't on my game for this one for some reason. Don't know why. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little mystery beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.